TSUKIHINA, Vampire AU, Part 5. Great. Now everyone's inside. Time for house rules. Everyone was now in the living room. I just got home with Shoyo and Tobio from the forest. My mind's still trying to decipher what Shoyo figured out. Yes, I am a reborn vampire bit by Daichi just before I surrendered myself to death. Now, I am immortal, living among these vampires whom I learned to value even more than I valued life before immortality. What's interesting now is how Shoyo realized that Tobio was actually my first prey. Tobio is a pure-blooded werewolf, second to the throne in their wolf pack. His blood has been part of me after my first thirst quenching. Him being my first blood source may have contributed to how keen my senses became, even better than Tadashi, who's a pure-blood vampire. We haven't had time to consult with Daichi and Suga about it. We're not sure if I could be considered a hybrid like Shoyo. Most probably not, but I'm hoping these turn of events would get me closer with Shoyo. I know that's kinda selfish of me, but yeah, that's really how I feel right now. I looked at Shoyo, who was sitting on the couch beside Tobio as usual. They were whispering to each other's ears alternately. Maybe the talking about Shoyo's realization earlier. I tried to shift my gaze to the others inside the room, but my thoughts are still with Shoyo. I really believe he's my mate. Nothing can ever make me change how I believe that. I tried to look to my left, but only Tadashi was there. Looks like he hasn't said anything ever since we came into the room. I have no one on my right, but I really heard someone softly say my name. Tadashi and I were standing across the wolves, who were sitting on the living room long couch. Toru was sitting on Hajime's lap on one solo couch, while Sugawara was sitting on the other solo couch with Daichi standing behind. Can you hear me, K? Just think, don't speak out loud. Just think and don't speak. Okay. Who are you? Look up front, K. And of course I followed the voice. I looked up front. They were both looking at me. Shoyo with his gorgeous smile. And Tobio smirking. Shoyo. His smile widened, his eyes looked like it was sparkling. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but shoot, I can talk to him like this. Through our minds. I knew it. He has your ability to mind link too. Tobio. Tobio, I guess. What the? Why is Tobio here too? Can't it just be me and Shoyo? We really have to tell Daichi and Sugawara now. I think this can wait a little. We have to get more information about what else he got from me. Oh, okay. I'm gonna stop the mind link now, K. I was just staring at the two the whole time and they were just staring back. What else can go crazier today? Okay. What did you say? I didn't realize I said that out loud. I gave a quick glance at Tadashi. Oh, sorry. Nothing. Then my eyes went back to Shoyo and Tobio, who looked like they were trying to hold both their laughters in. You'll get the hang of it. We'll try this again some other time. I just nodded, not wanting to do the same mistake of blurting something out of the blue. They're starting. Listen. My attention went to Daichi, who just started talking. Vampires don't sleep, but we have bedrooms in the house. I share a room with Kushi. Hajime with Toru. Tadashi has his own room, and Kei has his own too. We only have 2 spare rooms left. I'm sorry we can't give you a room each. I can always share a room with KG. KG, with a slight smirk, ruffled Kotaru's hair in response. Yes, we'll share. A smile spread across Kotaru's face once again. May I take the living room instead? Good. Nice choice. I thought as I hid my smile. Shoyo instantly turned his head to face Tobio and glared. No, I'm okay with sharing a room with you. I'd rather not, Shoyo. Sorry. Werewolves don't do that unless they're mates. You know that. Even if we're practically family, it's still, you know, weird. But you can take my room, Shoyo. Everyone's eyes were on me instantly. What? I don't sleep. Might as well give the room to someone who would benefit from that bed. A few seconds later, probably after thinking about it, he said, I'll share the room with Kei then. What? No. Take the last room. I'll be fine, Shoyo, I swear. It's okay Tobio. I'll sleep in Key's room. I felt my face heat up. He's going to be in my room. Okay. Calm down K. It's settled then. Kotaru with KG. Tobio solo. Shoyo with K. Most nodded. Tobio looked at Shoyo with a hint of hesitation. I'll be okay Tobio. I promise. And his arms were linked around Tobio's before Tobio finally nodded in acceptance. Good. Let's all get settled in for the night. We'll let the wolves borrow clothes from us. I'll go to town with Kushi tomorrow to get you new ones. Can I just give them all my clothes so I get to have the new ones? Geez Toru. You're unbelievable. Toru gave out a smirk. No Toru. The guests get to have the new ones. Ah, fine. Toru was giving out a disappointed pout. Can we go now? This crappy vampire here needs my attention. Who? Me. Oh, that sounds great Iwa-chan. I'd choose you over new clothes. Of course you would. Go. And once again, the couple were gone swiftly. You guys should probably get used to the two. They're always all over each other. It's cute though. I think I've gotta ask them for lessons. Lessons? On what? To make you loosen up and be all clingy with me too. I would never. Kotaru smiled and placed a hand on Keiji's cheek, his eyes fixed on Keiji's. May we head to our room now? Keiji's tired. Kotaru looked at Daichi for affirmation. Daichi nodded. Tadashi, can you show them their room? Kei, will you help out Tobio and Shoyo with theirs? I decided to first show Shoyo and Tobio my room. When I thought Tobio finally agreed to letting Shoyo stay in my room, we headed to his room. We left Shoyo in my room, giving him time to freshen up and change into my clothes. I imagined how he would look wearing my clothes as we approached Tobio's room. I'm entrusting Shoyo to you, Kei. If anything happens without his consent, I'm going to freaking kill you. I'm already dead Tobio. A werewolf's bite could remove a vampire's immortality, you know that right? I don't. But the seriousness in Tobio's voice made me believe him. That won't be necessary. Fine then. I'll hold on to that. Thank you Kei. Also, Shoyo might probably be looking for something to cuddle. Either you're up for it the whole night or just stock him with pillows. He was giving advice as he walked towards the bed taking the pillows and walked back shoving them to me. Take those. Though I would rather choose the first option, I took the pillows just in case. Thank you Kei. Good night. I just nodded in response as Tobio slowly closed the door. I headed back to my room, hugging the pillows. As I gently opened the door to my bedroom, I took a little peek first. Shoyo. No answer. I'm coming in. Still no answer. I went in, gently closing the door behind me. The light was not on. Just the light from my bedside lamp. I can smell the strong scent of tangerines. It was dark, but my vision adjusted. I found him sitting on the couch near the window. I swiftly got to him and realized he was already sleeping. Realizing the clothes I let him borrow looked double his size, I smiled. I let him hug the pillows Tobio gave me before I lifted and took him to the center of my bed. He looked so innocent while he hugged the pillows. Strawberries. I heard him say my scent as he adjusted his hug on the pillows. Sleep talker huh? I giggled. Still keeping distance, I positioned myself on the edge of the bed facing him. Tobio's blood may probably be giving me this much restraint. I just stared at his face. Just then, his hands moved, tapping on the bed, like he was looking for something he needed, with his eyes still closed. He finally got hold of my hand and pulled. His grip felt strong for someone who's sleeping. I got pulled right next to him. Not that I can't pull away. I just went with the flow, curious with Shoyo's actions. Just as quick as he released my hand, I felt his arm around me. He even adjusted his hug when I placed my arm around him too. More strawberries. I looked at his face as he said them. He was still sleeping, but he had this sweet smile on his face. The look of contentment. My eyes focused on his smile. His lips. I could kiss him right now. He probably wouldn't even notice. I contemplated about it, whether I would steal a kiss or not. Then I remembered how Tobio said he would kill me if anything happens without his consent. Just right now, I regret having his blood. This restraint is too much. I'm in front of my mate-to-be. We're hugging. In my bed. And I'm this cool about it. Toru would surely make fun of me if he gets to know about this. I smirked just as I hugged Shoyo even tighter, my chin resting on the top of his head. Then the door opened. I tightened my hug around Shoyo even more, as if in protect mode. Only my head turned to see who was on the door when I realized it was just Tadashi. I somewhat loosened my hug on Shoyo as I sensed Tadashi's soft chuckle. "You're too fast, K." Not minding what Tadashi just said, I whispered my answer to prevent Shoyo from waking up. "What do you want?" Tadashi must have noticed my whispering cause he answered back in a whisper too. "Toru and Hajime will be hunting tomorrow. Wanna come with them?" Irritating. "You could have just waited till tomorrow to tell me." "Yeah, I'll come." "Great. Hope Shoyo decides to come too. We'll ask tomorrow. Now, go away." The gentle closing of the door was paired with Tadashi's low laugh. "When he gets to meet his mate, I'll go full blast on him. I swear." Shoyo adjusted, sniffing some more before settling down with a smile on his face. "How can you be so damn cute while sleeping?" My eyes suddenly fell on that part of his neck where vampires bite their prey and leave marks on their mates. I heard werewolves do that too, biting their mates. As if trying how far this restraint can go, I nuzzled my nose over it. That tangerine scent is just so good that I had to inhale as much as I can in one go. With my eyes closed, every inch of me wanted more of that scent. When I felt Shoyo flinch, probably at the slight touch of my nose on his skin, I opened my eyes to look at him. "Still sleeping. Don't worry, Shoyo. Right now, your scent is enough." That strong feeling of restraint was back. Just then I felt his hand move to the side of my neck, his fingers gently brushing through my hair. Wanting to feel the warmth of his touch more, I closed my eyes once again. Then I heard him say, as his fingers settled on the back of my neck, slightly tightening his hold, "Mine."